Alright guys, so just a little bit ago, I finished making that Getting Closer video on Black Ops 1 that went up on June 18th. So as of right now, it's still June 18th, and I'm making this video for a while I'm away in Ocean City. So in that Getting Closer video, I did talk about the fact that I have to start... What the fuck are you doing, dude? You're 15th prestige. Stop sitting in a fucking corner. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so anyways, in that Getting Closer video, once again, I did talk about all these videos that I have to make in advance. I don't really have a whole lot of things planned for it, besides this story that I'm going to share with you guys, being the story of my senior year prom in high school. So real quick, though, before I jump into the story, there is some background information that I want to share with you guys. I figured I would go ahead and just tell you guys, so that way you guys aren't making any wrong assumptions, or just, basically, we're all going to be on the same page. So real quick, though, just to go ahead and throw this out here, this story was while I was with my ex, and now I haven't been with this girl in 2.5 years, so a lot of you guys might not have even known that I dated this girl beforehand. Some of you guys might already know, but I honestly wouldn't expect a lot of you guys to know. So anyways, now as far as my ex goes, this girl was truly fucking psychotic, crazy, jealous, insecure, like primarily jealous and insecure a lot. And it was definitely the jealousy and the insecurity that made her extremely fucking crazy. Just to go ahead and throw this out there, my ex didn't even like me talking to any female that she didn't even know. So like she would go through my phone, delete all the girls off my Facebook, all sorts of shit like that. See, but that's besides the point though. Okay, so to jump into the story, this started Memorial Day weekend of 2014. Now, over the course of that weekend, my family was having a barbecue with like close friends and family, everything like that. Now, there was this one girl that did come to the barbecue that's been close friends with my family. Like, our families have been really close for a really, really long time. Now, spoiler alert, this is a girl that I ended up taking to prom. So now, I don't exactly, like, remember how or why this happened, but my ex couldn't come to the barbecue. And she got really fucking pissed off when this girl that she didn't know was at my barbecue. So now, the only way that she found out about it, or, like, found out that other people were there at the party was that I was texting her throughout everything, and she was all like, who's there? Who are you talking to? Blah, blah, blah. And I told her exactly who was there because I didn't really give a shit. I was just chilling in my room for a good majority of the time, still playing video games. I'm still the same nerd as I am today. So once again, though, I told her who was at the party. It wasn't even a whole lot of people to begin with, and she fucking Facebooked, like, everybody there. My ex, like, stalked everybody on Facebook that was at the party. And now she asked me about this girl. I'm gonna go ahead and say her name. I'm not gonna say her last name, obviously, but the girl that I took to prom, her name was Shannon, and my ex's name was Michaela. So once again, though, Shannon's been pretty close to my family for quite some time. We went to the same high school and everything, and we were acquaintances. Like, we weren't, like, the closest friends on planet Earth, but basically, needless to say, we were friends at that. So anyways, once again, my ex was stalking everybody at the party, and then she ended up asking about Shannon, like, have I talked to Shannon? How do I know her? All sorts of shit like that. And honestly, I was completely honest with my ex. I was like, yeah, I've known her for quite some time. She's pretty close to my family, and I've spent some time talking to her and just some other people at the party. And my ex didn't like that at all, so she got real pissed off and decided to start arguing with me. So now, this is something else that my ex did. Like, she would do this all the fucking time, and this time I decided to play her little game. What my ex used to do a lot, like when she got really upset, she would be like, you know what, I can't do this anymore, fuck it, we're done, blah blah blah. Take our little date out of her Instagram bio, Twitter bio, all sorts of shit like that, you know? So now, at this point in time, we had been dating for just under 2 years, and she had pulled this kind of thing, like pulled this little stint a good number of times, and honestly, I was getting real fucking sick of it. Like, at this point in time, if it hadn't ended by then, or if it hadn't ended already, like, it should have been ended at that point in time, like the relationship. So once again, though, my ex starts arguing with me about shit that I don't even know nor can control. Like, she was more pissed off that Shannon was there as compared to me talking to her. I mean, like, she was pretty pissed off that I was talking to her to begin with. So to go ahead and fast forward real quick, while we were arguing, towards like the end of the argument, my girlfriend called me and was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm done, blah 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 blah, I can't do this shit anymore, you're a fucking asshole. And I was like, alright, fine, we'll play your game. If you're breaking up with me, fine, we're breaking up. So now, at this point in time, I had assumed because, well shit, my girlfriend just broke up with me, well shit, I don't have a date to prom. Whatever shall I do? So now, this was happening while people were still at my house, and I was like walking away from people being on the phone, being completely antisocial, which, I mean, besides the fact I'm an antisocial person, I mean, like, you can't be doing that with family. So literally everyone at the barbecue knew who my ex was and everything like that, who my current girlfriend at the time was. They didn't even like her, honestly, so, which, yeah, for one in itself, if your family doesn't like your significant other, yeah, good luck trying to make that shit work. I'm really not trying to sound like an asshole when I'm saying that, but I'm just speaking from personal experience and the truth. Like, if your family loves your significant other, it makes your relationship so much better. As of right now, my parents fucking adore Ashley, and it's the greatest thing ever, but, you know, that's besides the point. So once again, though, my ex was all like, you know what, fuck this, we're done, blah blah blah, and I needed a prom date. So when I told them what happened, the girl that I ended up taking to prom, Shannon, wasn't at the house. Like, she had ran across the street or something, and my family and her parents were even like, hey, why don't you just take Shannon? So I was like, you know what, fuck it, that's not a bad idea at all. I had ran out for like 15-20 minutes. I went to like the local grocery store and I got like a small little thing of flowers. It wasn't even like all that impressive. It was like $2 flowers or something like that. So now Shannon got back to the house before I did, and she was filled in on the story and everything like that. So when I got back to the house, I didn't tell her that I was going to ask her to prom. So basically what happened was, as soon as I got back to the house, I gave Shannon the flowers, got a chance to talk with her, and I was like, hey, I'm not sure if you've heard about what happened was, but would you like to go to prom with me? And she didn't have a date, so she was like, yeah, sure, I'll go with you. And once again though, Shannon and I were just friends. Like, this entire thing was not serious at all. I think the absolute most that we did was just kiss each other on the cheek at the end of the night. Like, that was literally it. It was not that important or special, like, at all. It was still a really amazing night at the end of everything, but it wasn't like insanely special, if you guys know what I mean. So now, if I'm remembering the days correctly, I'm pretty sure this happened on Sunday, and we had that Monday off for Memorial Day, so I went back to school on Tuesday. See, now the thing of it is, so my ex found out about it pretty much immediately. Like, Shannon posted it to her Facebook and to her Instagram and everything like that. Was like, hey, I'm going with Mike to prom, I'm really excited, you know, like all sorts of stuff like that. And I'm talking, like, I got a call at what, like 3 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning. I was sound ass asleep. My ex calls me fucking bawling her eyes out like, how could you do this to me? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I broke up with you, but you're still supposed to take me to prom and everything like that. I'm just like, bitch, I don't know what the fuck you're thinking, but you broke up with me, so fuck no, I'm not taking you to prom. Like, what the fuck? Absolutely not. I'm not taking my ex to prom. What is that dumb shit? So now this is gonna be some more off-topic relationship advice, but if your best friends don't even like your significant other, on top of your family not even liking your significant other, yeah, no, the relationship, yeah, no. So what happened was, when I got to school on Tuesday, all of my friends had already heard about what happened, and the thing of it is, they were so fucking excited for me. They're like, yo, dude, you're taking Shannon to prom? Dude, that's fucking awesome. Good shit, dude. So now, over the course of the week, my ex was doing, like, everything in her power to, like, try and win me back over, but I was just like, you know what, nah, fuck it. I'm not having any of that bullshit. So now comes the night of the prom. This was, Friday night, and once again, over the course of the entire day, my ex was, like, begging me not to go, and I was like, nah, I mean, hey, you broke up with me. I mean, we'll talk after prom, but I'm not dealing with this shit until after prom. So later on that Friday night, I went out to dinner with Shannon and our prom group and everything like that. Shortly after the fact, we showed up to prom and danced, had a great time, and all throughout the course of the night, my ex was consistently calling me, being all like, how is everything? I love you, I miss you, blah, 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 blah. And I gotten so bad to the point that my phone was consistently vibrating, so I just shut it off and I gave it to one of my other best friends, Nadia. And I gotten so bad to the point that even Nadia, my best girlfriend at the time, like, okay, girlfriend, not like dating girlfriend, but best female friend, she had even answered the phone and told Michaela to fuck off at one point in time, that she did this to herself too, so. And after that point in time, we had to shut my phone off. I let Nadia hang on to it for the rest of the night, and then, yeah, I mean, at the end of the night, I drove Shannon home, we gave each other a kiss, and, yeah, that was that. So now, this is where I fucked up. The morning after, I went to go see Michaela so we can talk about everything, and still in the back of my mind, because I was like, this is the only girl that'll ever be with me, blah, blah, blah. We ended up talking about it and everything, tried to work things out, so we were, like, together, but, like, not official, I guess I should say. And then after that point in time, Michaela and I were only, together for a few more months before we eventually just completely broke up. And even so still, Michaela was the one to break up with me. Like, the way she broke up with me was like, she handed me a list of everything that she hated and the things that she liked. Like, there was like 2 positive things and a million negatives. So basically, in a nutshell, she ended up breaking up with me, although we like kind of called it mutual, although like, hey, she kind of did it. So, yeah, that's my prom story. My ex was really crazy, psychotic, insecure, jealous, everything like that. She didn't like the fact that Shannon was there, so I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna take Shannon to prom. I took Shannon to prom, we had an awesome time, went to an after party, had a great time with all of my friends, and still at the end of it all, I was a fucking idiot for getting back with my ex, but I mean, then again, we only dated for like not even that long after the fact. Then I was single all the way up until this past October in 2016, and now I'm dating Ashley. So now, I don't think I mentioned this towards the start of the video, but I have told this story to quite a few amount of people, and they all call me a fucking savage for what I did, but at the same time, I'm just like, I'm not a fucking savage, but you guys can have your own opinions on that. I guess the question begs, am I a fucking savage for taking the girl to prom that my ex didn't even want me talking to? So, shit, yeah, I guess. I'm not even trying to boast when I say that, but yeah, shit, now that I think about it, goddamn. Taking the girl to prom that my ex had a fucking problem with, Jesus. Shit, honestly, to me, it was so worth it. I had such a great time in my senior prom, and honestly, if I had went with my ex, it would have been a fucking horrible night. So, yeah, guys, that's basically it. I hope you guys have enjoyed my prom story. I do apologize for being a complete shit storyteller, and, yeah, guys, I mean, on a very serious note, though, like, coming from, like, relationship advice coming from me, take this any way you guys want to, but the best way to go about relationships is definitely listen to your friends and family, because they're the ones that care about you the most, and especially listen to your heart and your gut. Even so, before I asked Shannon to prom, my gut was saying, you know what, Mike, I think this is the right thing to do. You're gonna have a much better time, and it turns out that I did. So, yeah, guys, still definitely listen to your heart and your gut, and just, definitely listen to your friends and your family. Also, one other thing that I want to mention, if you're in a relationship right now where you're sitting there telling yourself that, you know, this is the only person I'll ever be with, do not fucking bullshit yourself yourself because you are so much better than that. So, I was completely devastated at first when my ex broke up with me, and it took a good couple of months of healing. Then I still stayed single for a good amount of time, although I could have had like 2 or 3 different girlfriends if I really, really wanted to, but I still decided to wait. And now, to be 100% honest with you guys, I am so fucking happy with the way things are with me right now. I've got an amazing girlfriend. I'm beyond happy with Ashley, and just, yeah, it's really crazy to think about how the times can change and just how things change over the course of your life. But, yeah, at this point in time, I'm just rambling. So once again, though, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It's been Rage. I will see you guys later. Take care, everybody.